As you may have heard, yesterday a woman named Kathy Griffin, who claims to be a comedian and who works for CNN hosting their annual New Year's Eve coverage, decided to pledge her allegiance to ISIS and posted this video online showing her holding what's depicted as President Trump's severed head.
It's only a matter of hours between Kathy Griffin posting the disturbing images and the apology, but it is clear this morning that there are a lot of people not in a forgiving mood. And again today, the comedian is dealing with the aftermath of what she now describes as a mistake. A warning to our viewers, the images are graphic.
Hey everybody, it's me, Kathy Griffin. I sincerely apologize. I am just now seeing the reaction of these images. I'm a comic. I crossed the line. I moved the line, then I crossed it. I went way too far. The image is too disturbing. I understand how it offends people. It wasn't funny. I get it. I've made a lot of mistakes in my career. I will continue. I asked your forgiveness, taking down the image, going to ask the photographer to take down the image, and I begged for your forgiveness. I went too far. I made a mistake, and I was wrong.
You think about all this Kathy Griffin shit.
She's ridiculous.
It's fucking insane.
She needs friends.
Why are you doing that?
It's 100%
What a call for
attention
attention,
ploy.
man. What a bullshit call for attention.
Being edgy. She thought she was being edgy, and she probably was talking with the wrong people and got the wrong idea in her head and went with it and had no one like you around to go, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. That's the president.
Right. The First Lady writing in a statement, as a mother, a wife, and a human being, that photo is very disturbing. It makes you wonder about the mental health of the person who did it. Chelsea Clinton had this to say on The View.
I would hope that you can at least agree that it's never funny to joke about violence toward anyone. Yeah. And particularly in this politically charged moment toward our president.
Democratic Senator Al Franken, a fellow comedian, was not ready to pull the plug on an appearance with Griffin this summer, but he was still critical.
She did make a very heartfelt, fulsome apology. I think she was thinking she was making some artistic statement, but that image has no place in our political dialogue.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. Today, more than 30 Democratic senators demanded that Senator Al Franken of Minnesota resign in response to multiple allegations of sexual harassment.
Right. And it's a person.
Yeah, it's a human.
Yeah, you can't pretend you want to murder him ISIS style and hold his head up to the camera like a hostage video. That's fucking crazy.
There have been questions raised about how the Secret Service should handle all of this. The agency has to look into any possible threat to the president, and that would likely include interviewing Griffin, but the Secret Service is not commenting on the status of the inquiry at this point.
Kathy Griffin fired by CNN over that photo of her holding a bloody Trump head. And if that's not bad enough, the photo has now caught the attention of the Secret Service.
Oh yeah, they're very, very, very well aware of this picture.
Could have gone with a where.
Very, very much so, and they're investigating everybody involved. Now, clearly Kathy doesn't plan to hurt the president.
But they have a protocol.
This bully and this president, of all people, is going to come after me? He picked the wrong redhead. If you don't stand up, you get run over. And what's happening to me has never happened, ever, in the history of this great country, which is that a sitting president of the United States and his grown children and the First Lady are personally, I feel, personally, trying to ruin my life forever. You guys know him. He's never going to stop. It's quite clear to me that they're trying to use me as a distraction, and I'm not going to be collateral damage for this fool. I don't think I will have a career after this. I'm going to be honest. He broke me. He broke me. He broke. And then I was like, no, this isn't right. It's just not right. And I apologize because that was the right thing to do, and I meant it. And then I saw the tide turning. There's a bunch of old white guys trying to silence me, and I'm just here to say that's wrong. You shouldn't silence a comic.
This is an incredible, incredible orchestration. I mean, this is so fake. The fact that she can't generate tears when she's crying. Let's start from the beginning. She talked about this on camera, what she was planning on doing. Then she did it. Immediately, the apology was fast and scripted. It was there. It was clean. Everything was right. And then immediately, this isn't a matter of days. There is a lawyer with her to create the victimhood storyline. She's now Joan of Arc. Yeah. It's all of a sudden, the story, the narrative is built for her, and she starts talking about all of these things. This was already planned and planted, premeditated, and it's so sad that this is what she has to do because she's so irrelevant. And by the way, she keeps saying she's a comic, which is funny because she never explains the actual
what was
joke.
Funny? I know.
What was the punchline?
Yeah.
Like she said, I didn't intend to.
Yes.
What did she intend to do?
We have no idea. The one thing that is, it's the comedian's excuse to say it's a joke. But you know what? We all have that excuse. A comedian shouldn't have more of a right to be crass or crude. We should all have that right. So I am tired of that. But the other thing that kills me about this is that she paraded a picture of a decapitated head of a president, and she's claiming that she's bullied.
Right.
Like, that's not a real, like, holding up that head is not a real solution. Like, killing anybody like that.
It's a taunt.
Not only that, even if it's like the worst person in the world, cutting their head off and holding it up like that is fucking barbaric. We wouldn't even want that from Osama bin Laden. No. If we found the video of Osama bin Laden and one of the SEALs held him down and cut his head off and then held it up to the camera, we'd be fucking extremely, like, what are we doing? Why didn't you just kill him?
Kill him.
Like, we're not them.
Shoot him and kill him.
We're not torturing them. We're not trying to terrorize all these other people. We are not going to become what we're afraid of.
Right.
It's me, Kathy Griffin, and I'm doing what I call a State of the Union YouTube video. So I hope you watch this on YouTube. It'll probably be about 5 minutes. I'm going to lose track because I'm on a world tour. I'm getting a lot of online hate from trolls who think I've lost my mind. And I'm admitting I lost my mind. It's what made me a star in the first place. That at 57, for me, it's not a marathon. It's a sprint. So I don't have a lot of time. Fully in the middle of a blacklist. Like, I am in the middle of a Hollywood blacklist. It is real. I am not booked on any talk shows. I'm selling tickets worldwide, which is really hard when you don't have any kind of a television platform and kind of nobody has your back.
The fact that she went up there, she put on this performance, it was god awful. I mean, it was so fake, so orchestrated. There was nothing genuine or authentic about it. Now she's going after the family. She has no respect whatsoever for Barron Trump or for any child. I don't like that if my child saw that. You know, in terms of her behavior, I don't understand why she's unwilling to accept any personal responsibility for her conduct. She is not a victim. She is the perpetrator, and she is the one that went and did this cheap, grotesque stunt.
I just want you guys to know, when I get home, I do not have one single day of paid work in front of me. And people that want me to go back and start in clubs and do 10 minutes again, I don't mean to be an asshole, but no. I'm not going to do that. I've worked way too hard to go back and work for free and do the club scene again, because this is some bullshit, because I've been blacklisted. And I'm not going to lie, it's going to be hard when I go home and I don't have one show in my future. So no, I know I'm being an asshole, but no, I don't want to do free shows. I don't want to do someone's 50-person club. I did that for decades. I think I should be able to get my life back. So I know I took a picture that offended a lot of people, but this wall of crap has never fallen on any woman in the history of America like it has on me. So
I almost think she kind of wants to be the next Rosie O'Donnell, where she wants to be, I'm Trump's public enemy #1, and I'm going to battle this guy out, and everybody can galvanize behind me, all the haters,
wants that
and I can then
I don't know if she's
play
smart
to these venues. And, you know, it's a hardcore venue, but she can play to them, and those are going to be her people. There's not a lot of revenue there. There's no commercial appeal, but that's possible. But this is what happens when you live in a left-wing cocoon. You live in a world of Trump hate, and then you cross the line into decent society, and decent society says, no, you can't do that. Your job's done. You know, you wake up, Kathy. This is how the real world is.
I wish I was on television. I have 2 Emmys, which apparently doesn't mean anything. The Hollywood Reporter did a really cool cover about, like, not shutting women up, and that same publication disinvited me from hosting or doing the opening remarks of their famous annual breakfast. And I would love to be on a television show, and I want to be paid what the guys are paid. So that's where I'm coming from.
And we are back, counting down to 2018, and we have a special guest here at Fox, Kathy Griffin. Yeah, that's right, Kathy Griffin. Kathy, why are you here anyway?
I'm a fixture in Times Square. Nothing's gonna keep me from this hassle.
I thought you were fired. Weren't you fired?
I was
from
just
New
trying
Year's?
to get ahead.
What have you been up to?
Well,
Do
I'm
you have
glad
a job?
you asked. No. So I've been working on a comedy special. I got a lot of funny jokes. Would you want to hear some?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why, Kathy?
Because Anderson Cooper kicked it off the New Year's Eve show.
Okay.
Want another one?
Sure.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Cooper who?
Exactly. You're dead to me.
Oh, God.
Ready for some more?
Why not?
Hillary couldn't be here tonight. She already dropped the ball once this year.
Oh, boy. Well, that was last year, but that's okay.
No, whatever.
Hey, well, what do you have planned for 2018, Kathy? Anything next on the agenda?
Nope, it's all done.
Everything?
No more work.
Okay.
Nothing.
All
Lost
right.
all my friends, my contracts, my sponsorships, my dignity, and my mental stability.
Well, maybe you shouldn't
What?
have beheaded the president.
Oh, you and your details.
Those are...
I think he, I'm going to be honest, he broke me. He broke me. He broke. Sally Weaver, the person.
No, you gotta shut up.